There they are, Rudy, of course, representing Sirens, and Haller representing Gudja.
What do you expect from this match?
I don't know. We always speak to Haller, right, even before, and sort of he does seem prepared every time. Just sometimes it doesn't work out for him. But to be honest, I haven't seen that much of Rudy yet. I do want to see more of him. Last time he didn't play too well, unfortunately, but even Haller lost. So now let's see if they manage to at least change the tables around a bit.
Yeah, we're used to seeing a little bit of a sloppy play style, especially from Rudy. In the meantime, as a Cruyff getting in the box, good shot there, but good save from Allison. As we were saying, in the meantime, cheap giveaway of possession here. Already mounting an attack here from Sirens, but good tackle from De Ligt. And Haller stripping possession away.
But yeah, of course, this is a very important match for both players. Both are at 4 points. The third from the last is at 17, so there's a huge gap between them. However, if one of them manages to win twice, that's 6 points. So of course, that's a very good advantage you are getting. But I mean, this is we're expecting a very close encounter, so we expect draws as well between these two.
Yes, of course. And that point gap can be reduced to just 7 if someone can manage to win both of these games. In the meantime, good chance, and the shot goes just wide from Neymar. Headliners Neymar 95 rated, obviously. I mean,
There he is.
so
Yeah.
close there.
Very close. I think they are just. I'm not sure if they are changing.
They're just setting up
Yeah,
controls, I
dust
believe.
controls. I'm not sure about the HUD as well,
Yeah, I
because
believe
the HUD, yeah, because it was missing, so they are fixing
exactly.
it. It's only, I mean, it's more entertaining to see, right, the player names and of course,
Yes, even how many time is remaining so that both players can like
exactly,
adjust to their tactics and whatnot.
exactly. But from what we've seen so far, it's both players had but maybe one chance each. Haller got very close here,
Yes, so
but
millimeters wide.
very close. But expect this battle between these two. I mean, as we said before, they are quite even, not only in points. I mean, 4 points each, but even the way they played. I mean, skill-wise, I feel they are the same level. So expect a very tight affair.
We have seen spells of very good gameplay from both players, from both Haller and Rudy. And what I want to see is improvement, like on a constant basis. And we have seen improvements from Klauka most
Yeah,
prominently because he's made huge leaps
huge.
ahead from match day one. But it feels like Haller and Rudy are both stuck in that like gray zone of between good and ah,
Slightly less, I guess.
exactly. And
Yeah,
if they can be more maybe constant, more proactive, more smart with possession,
yeah.
because they tend to really give it away cheaply. And we've seen, especially from Haller's side, we've seen heartbreakers with 90th minute goals to end up in
Yes.
losses. So I mean that could really be evaded just by being more smart with the ball. As a very nice through ball there to Cruyff, and a good control from the Dutchman. But a nice tackle from Robertson, stripping position away, and Gudja can try to hit back on the counter attack now.
In the meantime, we have other matches being played off stream. It is Floriana and Hamrun, and also Tarshian and Birkirkara. Of course, both fairs. Ooh, almost good move by Haller there. But also off stream, it's great encounters there. You can always watch or find out how they're doing if you head into our website as well, and also the Facebook page. Just type in BOV Premier League and you should find it.
As a good move here by Sirens FC. Unfortunately, the pass was cut off by Zambrot, and we have to remind people that we are seeing almost teams made up of prime moment icons. I mean, this 97
Yeah.
R9 is
I mean, why not, right? They're so
just
good.
so good. And remember that each player which is available in FUT is unlocked for these players. So
Yes.
you can create any team you like. It's obviously the same picks for these players, which are the best of the best in FIFA. But if you like, in particular, someone like Rio Ferdinand or maybe
Yes.
George Best, why not go for them?
We had seen it last time as well.
And even from Haller.
Exactly. Ooh, that cross in, and what a goal! The first goal is actually a header from Ronaldo himself. What an incredible cross to find R9 open there, and what a beautiful goal.
What a beautiful cross from Rudy. I mean, take a bow. Cruyff with a brilliant ball in the middle of the box to the far post, and a nice cross header from R9. I mean, there's no stopping that, and it's 1-0 immediately for Sirens.
And no surprise there, R9 to score first. Last time, I think it was like hat tricks all around from R9. But look at that, 97 rated R9, of course, prime moments card. And I think we've seen R9 in every matchup, every club, because why not, right?
He's the best striker in the game. Why not?
So great start from Rudy. This is exactly what he needs. I mean, especially against Haller, who's at the bottom with him. So he wants to at least show that, look, I can do it as well.
And of course, and now the proper test for Rudy comes because he has to maintain this lead. He has to try to play it smart, play on the counter attack, be more defensive. He can play time now as well.
Rudy seems to have here something going on. Very close there. Another trying for a cross once again to R9. This time it's not working, but he is fishing for those long balls to the box.
Of course, maybe now with the patch just introduced to nerf the impact of overload ball side to constrict that defensive play style. Players will be more open for crosses maybe, and even defenders will be less prone to headed goals. In the meantime, good pass to R9. I can't believe that wasn't offside there.
And not only that, the defense there of Gudja United was somewhat confused. I don't know how R9 managed to still find the ball there, but as we say this, Tarshin on the 33rd minute scored the first goal against Birkirkara. Just 7 in-game minutes later, Tarshin scored again. So it's 2-0 for Klauka. This guy is on fire. Huh? Really, really good.
He seems like he's carrying that momentum into this match day 5.
And that's so lovely to see, right? Just a youngster there, he's I believe 18 years of age, and he is doing so well now. He's also beating the top players in this league. Amrun and Floriana just concluded halftime. It's still 0-0 there. A tight encounter. And we saw this so much, right? With Mizu. Can't score a goal.
And he can't even concede as well.
Yeah, a great defense that he has. But of course he needs to score. He needs to get the points.
He needs to really rally up that momentum as he has a big match coming up. And it's on stream.
It is.
So it's Mizu against Chris Peteri.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be a banger, that one.
The one before the last.
So it's in not in prime time, but just after.
Yeah.
The fourth official has indicated.
There's a good tackle from Rudy here. He's possessing R9. And immediately on the counter attack, brilliant cross-field ball there. Finding R9, trying with the lob through ball. Oh, Virgil van Dijk just gets in before Mbappe. But a good move from Rudy. He seems to have adopted some composure to his game.
Yes, and it's interesting. Rudy went for the first touches there, of course, because it was close to the whistle, to the halftime whistle. However, if you look at how he plays, he loves to play this quick football as well. So quick passing, quick crossing as well. Sometimes, and in this match, it is working out for him. Of course, we saw him concede from this or lose possession against other good sides as well. So he has to be careful depending on the opponent.
Exactly, as is the case with real football. I mean, you see Ajax or Arsenal playing. They play beautiful football, but unfortunately, their effectiveness may not be as much as like you pick a defensive side, for example, like Juventus, who tend to make their strong points at the back and then hit you on the counter attack.
Exactly, yes.
As we head underway into the second half of this first match of match day number 5. Obviously, Gudja United in the red and white kit, attacking from left to right, and Sirens, who are leading 1-0 in this white and blue strip, attacking from right to left.
On the other side, meanwhile, Hamroon and Birkirkar and Florian are still 0-0, and Birkirkar and Tarshin are 2-0 for Klauka and Tarshin.
A good through ball in the meantime for Sirens. CR7 running on the flank. Another cross. Seems like Rudy has learned some tricks here to go with the headers.
He loves those crosses though, always from the flank. It's either from Cruyff or from the other side, but they're very effective and they're actually creating problems for Haller. Because this time the keeper, of course, had to punch the ball away. But yeah, I mean, Rudy, it's working for him.
It's reminiscing of the FIFA 19 meta game where you cross to the far post.
Yeah.
You either have Mbappe or CR7 jump with an imperious header and finish the move with a brilliant goal, and it sort of has that look. But as we know, headers haven't really been that effective in FIFA 20. So maybe this latest patch has increased their effectiveness. I don't know.
Could be, because even in set pieces, you rarely find scorers that score from a corner, right? From going for the far post or with the header. I mean, it does happen occasionally, but it's not as effective. Maybe with a patch, this changed a bit, so we have to see even today.
Exactly. As Gudja are trying to make their attack at the moment, sitting just outside the box. Trying to maybe find that good pass. Hold it, nice ball into Cruyff. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe he went for a fake shot there.
Yeah, I think so. He was in a great position to score there, but still the ball is on his side, but not enough. It's just over. But so close for Haller and Gudja United. He had to shoot there. He had to go for it.
So unfortunate there, and I can't really believe that happened, to be honest.
Yeah.
But and then he felt forced to make a shot, and with quite a bad shot there, ending over the bar. Not even a corner for him, and gifting position to Rudy here.
Of course, Rudy is counting his lucky stars there. It would have easily been a 1-1 affair, but wasn't meant to be for Haller. I guess a mistake at this stage can cost you. Hopefully he can make up for it now. He has 13 game minutes left, so there's still some time for him to get back into this.
And we have seen comebacks even after the 70th minute, so there is time for Gudja United and Haller to make a comeback. As we see CR7 sprinting on this flank once again, probably a cross coming in.
Yes!
There's the cross and a header from Hullet, just wide. These headers from Rudy.
But the crosses, man, they are working out. Once again, this time it was from Hullet, almost got the perfect header. But he's so dangerous. So when Rudy attacks from the flank, expect a cross. It is working for him, especially against Haller.
And Haller at the back doesn't have like short midfield, short defenders, but there's De Ligt and Van Dijk. I mean, two of the tallest players in all of FIFA 20.
Yes, exactly.
As another run from CR7, and expect another cross probably here.
Is there someone to cross it to? There is R9 running. Oh, it's a bit too early though. But still, I mean, you can see what Rudy is going for. But, I mean, Haller needs... It's not tight at all, his defense, though. I mean, you see the open space as well. Against someone like Mizu, I don't think these crosses would work. And incidentally, we have the third goal from Tarshin Rainbows. Now it's 3-0 against Birkirkara, outside the box, apparently, to us. So, it's an incredible goal from his side.
You don't really see much long shots here, so props to Klauka.
Yeah, Klauka is on fire, really doing well. And continuing on the momentum he started with last match day, was incredible, 4 wins out of 4. And perhaps he's heading towards the same record today result. We're speaking of Klauka, he scored a 4th goal now against Laufo. 4-0 for Tarshin Rainbows against Birkirkara. What an incredible run he's having, Klauka.
A good run here from Neymar on the flank. We don't see crosses though from Haller. He could maybe try to go for it. Escante has a little bit of space here. He's just outside the box, doesn't opt to go in. Khalid now with the ball, he could go for a shot with that 5-star weak foot, doesn't go for it. Ball back to Conte, R9, but Vieira stops him very, very nicely.
It's unfortunate. Haller is trying to work the ball in the box, but
What a through
wait.
ball to Mbappe. Get rid of Van Dijk. Maybe a good ball. No, squares it in the middle. R9! Oh, the ball gets stuck under his feet.
Oh.
Doesn't really manage to connect properly. Just wide.
But wow, Rudy did so well there on the counter attack. Good patience, good cross, good pass to R9. Unfortunately, R9, his footing I think wasn't there, and he just couldn't place the ball. But good effort. But as we were saying, Haller, he's not making his chances count. Maybe now he can go for a shot. He does score it. I don't know how he managed it. Rudy just lost possession, and in the worst possible place. And with Johan Cruyff, Gudja United draw.
96 rated moments, Cruyff. I mean, what a finish from him. Top corner. I mean, it's once again, it's a really cheap giveaway from Rudy. It really hurts to see these kind of giveaways. You had the lead. You're really playing well. He's playing the best FIFA he's played the whole league. All that to throw it away in the 83rd minute.
And that was the problem. We saw it with Sirens before, where they just give away possession like that, and in a very, very dangerous spot. And I mean, 83rd minute, right? He scored. Just a few minutes left towards the end, and what a pity! What a pity!
And he was in the lead. That's the worst part. He could have really played the ball safely, played to the goaler, to the defenders. I mean, change side. Even though a good chance for R9, and just like that, Haller turns the tide and 2-1. What a finish with the left foot from R9. And
it's incredible how one can lose a lead this way. I mean, of course, the momentum now was in Haller's favor, but you were dominating the match there. You had those perfect crossing in the middle of the box, but now he just gave away 2 goals, and most probably it will end like this, 2-1. What a big pity for Rudy here. So from winning 3 points to giving 3 points to your opponent.
And in such a precarious position as you're last, so it's all the worse for Rudy, very, very unfortunately.
Meanwhile, on the other end, we have full-time Hamrun Spartans against Floriana. It is 0-0 there. So goalless encounter between Brancha and Mizu. I'm sure it was a very, very good battle. But Birkirkara and Tarshin, 5-0 for Tarshin. So Klauka, incredible, just go scoring just left, right, and center already in his first match. So let's see what the second round would bring there. But well done to Klauka, incredible.
So he scored 5 goals to celebrate his 5th win in a row.
Yes, exactly.
It's quite marvelous to see a player who's had such an amazing growth. As we see, it's just 96 Ronaldo
96.
playing for Haller. I mean,
Very strange actually, because we have the prime moments card now, and
Exactly.
it's better in every way, I guess, right? So
as a good through ball, CR7 in the box, squares it in the middle. De Ligt with a crucial intervention, sends it into a corner and preventing the draw from Sirens. Even though corner taken by Virgil van Dijk. Very strangely.
I was expecting though that long corner from Sirens, because he really loves his long crosses, right? Rudy. So of course he went for that, but unfortunately it was not meant to be for him. Look at this, the clock is ticking.
Last chance now.
There it is. Gudja United win it 2-1 over Sirens FC in this first round. Incredible comeback there from Haller.
And I'm afraid I might have jinxed it, as I mentioned that we have seen comebacks, especially after the 17th minute. A bit heartbreaker here for Rudy. I mean, he was playing really, really well, and can't stress it enough. You really have to be smarter with possession. He was making those chances. He was doing those crosses to the far post, as you correctly said, and he was being very dangerous. But unfortunately, as long as you're just 1-0, you can't really afford to make those mistakes.
In fact, even when I watch football matches, and when my team is 1-0 up, I'm always wary, because I know it's so easy to just make a mistake, even at the end. I mean, the match is 90 minutes. You have to keep focused, stay focused for 90 minutes. As we saw here, in the last few minutes of the match, he conceded 2 goals, Rudy. which lost him actually the points, lost him the match.
And now he's literally bottom of the table with 4 points.
Just 4 points. Incredible.
But I believe that he can make a comeback and maybe win this match, obviously, and maybe even get above Haller on goal difference. I'm not really sure about the status of the current goal difference. It changed just by 1 in favor of Haller, so maybe a 2-3-0 victory can shift that difference and maybe overtake Haller and Gudja United.
Of course, it's easier said than done. Later on, Sirens will have to play Tarshian Rainbows. And we're seeing Klauka right now. He's really on perfect form. And later on, Gudja will then play Senglia. Now, Senglia, we haven't seen on stream last time. We didn't see on stream. But they played incredible. Ryan played so well. I believe he also gave a hard time to Valletta.
He beat him
He
twice.
beat Valletta twice.
He got 6 points from Turbulence.
From
Not
Turbulence.
even Christian Spiteri could take 6 points
Yeah,
from the double
just
encounter.
2 points it took.
Exactly.
So, so this is a guy that will definitely prove an obstacle to Haller later on today.
As the second match is underway. Gudja in the red kit and the Sirens in the blue, and Gudja attacking from left to right. But as you mentioned, yes, just like Tarshin and Klauka have made the incredible growth, Sanglia could be on the verge of making that same growth because they weren't really making a name. They weren't as low placed as Gudja and Sirens here, but it wasn't really Ryan for Sanglia wasn't really making a name for himself because he was like winning some and then losing some.
Yeah.
It was really even, but now his performances are really upping. So if we see more of this, we could see 2 revelations of Senglia and Tarshin, and we could even see some upsets at the knockout. I can't really wait for that knockout now.
That would be so incredible. Of course, the bottom placed will be playing against the top placed teams here. So, of course, it makes it's better for you to place as high as possible in the standings. Just 3 match days to go, including this. So, time is pressing. Oh, look at this from Gudja. However, the post, the first upright we're seeing today. It's in the second round of this first fixture between Gudja United Sirens. Haller starting really well in the second round.
Immediately Rudy on the counter attack, but a good tackle from Virgil van Dijk stripping the ball away, and this could give way to the counter attack. R9 making a great run,
offside.
but just offside. Passed the ball just a fraction of a second too late, and thankfully for Sirens, R9 is offside.
But maybe the first match actually gave Haller a bit of a confidence boost because we're seeing much better play here from Haller. Haller only really played was very dangerous at the last few minutes of the last match. Now he already started with a bang. He already hit the upright. He's creating chances. Had R9 not been got caught offside, he might have even scored here.
And major substitution for Sirens, I believe. It was De Ligt who came off, but I'm not sure who replaced him.
Yeah, it wasn't an injury or something. Just perhaps wanting to change a bit of the tactic. Sirens are seeing that it's not really working out so far. So perhaps he wanted to think early.
I believe he's got Vieira now at centre back, so maybe it's an offensive substitution. He might have brought on, I don't know, maybe CR7 or R9. I'm not sure about the starting lineup for Rudy, but it's proactive FIFA, so I like that. I'm a fan.
Yes. It's really lovely to see new players as well, new faces. Now I'm really curious. We were discussing this before. Maybe we see David Luiz as well being played.
Yes, shapeshifter centre defensive midfielder David Luiz.
Yeah.
91 rated. He's very good defensively. But comparing him to Team of the Year Frankie de Jong, which we don't really see as well, he does lack a bit in terms of stats overall. Just a little bit, but just enough to make Frankie de Jong be more appealing. So
Yes.
could be that he does get the place.
Look at this from
Oh,
Haller.
Frankie de Jong, but a good block here from Tyrese.
Yeah, Haller there mounted a great attack, still with possession of the ball, very close here towards finding the first goal. Not enough though. There's a lot of defenders there, a lot of shirts blue and white, but he does score! What a beautiful shot in the top corner from R9, and this time it's Gudja United who open the score. Open and I mean, incredible. Haller is just, he is dominating. I mean, now you can see that Haller is more confident than the last match, and in fact he was the one who scored first.
He definitely is on top now. But once again, a giveaway from Rudy. I mean, keep the ball. I mean, I'm really lost for words because
Yeah, you seem it's like you're playing and you're just giving the ball away.
it's so unfortunate because I'm sure he has better ideas. He's played such a wonderful game the last game, and he really did not deserve to lose. He might even have deserved to win. As you see, a good ball being played on the flank to Mbappe. He may be going for a cross.
Not this
Zambrota
time,
sends
though.
it out for a corner though.
Meanwhile, Tarshian scored again in the second round. It is 1-0.
What a save from Alisson!
He goes for the long shot, the long set piece in the corner. But look at this, he doesn't play it short, Rudy. He just loves those crosses, those long balls in. Of course, there are no blue shirts in the middle, but you can see what Rudy is aiming at.
What a cross from Virgil van Dijk though. I mean, for a centre back, he's got amazing feet. Remember, 99 rated Virgil van Dijk. He's the best rated centre back card in foot,
Ever.
in foot history. He's so good. And he's 6'4", 5".
I mean, yeah, he's the Dutch, really tall Dutch player. Meanwhile, I mean, it's good to see Rudy like this. He is not faulting under the pressure, right? He is trying to create chances. He goes for the long balls once again.
Pierre Hullet may try to go for a shot from the outside of the box with the outside of the foot, but unfortunately blocked for Gudja United. Alisson can comfortably save and maybe try to go for an attack once again. Go through ball, releasing Mbappe, who's got the speed advantage over Virgil van Dijk, trying some trickery here, maybe trying to get rid of the marking. Unfortunately, doesn't go his way here.
It seems like this match has a bit more attempts, more dangerous attacks as well from the other one, even though the other one ended in 2-1. Still, I feel like both teams here are getting so close towards finding that net. And here it's Rudy's turn now, even though he did play around with the ball a bit too much there. Meanwhile, we do have another goal, but it's from Hamroun Spartans this time against Florian. It is 1-0 for Brancha against Mizu. Let's see if Haller actually finds the goal. Might be the second goal, not enough though to beat the keeper. Great chance for Gudja United.
Brilliant save from Van der Sar. Moments Van der Sar, I believe, is so good. It's probably one of the best, if not the best, goalkeeper in the game. I mean, obviously, Yashin is
He's
the best
second
rated.
Yeah,
He's the best rated goalkeeper, but Van der Sar, due to his height and his reflexes, I mean, there's no beating the Man United legend.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it also comes down to the clubs that the players side with, so he might not be the best maybe rated keeper, but he'd still be picked because he just feeds a connection to the player. Oh, Haller trying to find the second goal here. He knows oh wow. He knows that 1-0 is not enough. He experienced it last game where he actually found a draw and actually won from Sirens' lead. Still, Rudy might actually find the net here. The closing moments of the first half, not enough though. Rudy has to do something though. He can't go into this with 2 losses. I mean, he's up against Klauka next today. So, and Klauka's winning already in the second round. So,
And on fire.
I mean, something has to change.
A good spell of position just outside the box for Sirens, but the referee decides that that's enough for the first half, and we go for half time. And it's 1-0 for Gudja United. 4 shots for each side, 3 on target for each side once again.
More attempts, right?
It's more attempts.
Than
It's
the first match.
It looks to be a better game, but I think that both players are less incisive. I mean, there have been more shots, but in the other game, with the same amount of shots, we've had 3 goals. So maybe the players are trying more desperate shots, I believe. So
or the goalers are working harder.
that could be as well.
Because 3 of them were on target.
We've seen Van der Sar pull off 2 amazing saves. And that post as well. And Gudja.
Yes, exactly. So close. So, meanwhile, Hamrun Spartans extend their lead. It is 2-0 over Floriana FC. So, well done to Brancha there. Halftime, Birkirkara and Tarshin Rainbows. Tarshin leading 1-0.
And obviously, between Floriana and Hamrun really needs to beat Mizu as he is doing, as he needs to really distance himself from Floriana's. Maybe Mizu can be that danger man to risk putting his chances of maybe winning the league.
Oh, look at that! The bar, just incredible, rattles the bar there. What a shot! But it's unfortunately the second time now for Gudja United. And this time in the early stages of the second half, so close by hitting the bar. I mean, that's unfortunate to have to say.
Tremendous shot from R9. I mean, I don't know how the bar is still in its place.
Yeah, incredible shot, the powerful shot of R9. Meanwhile, Floriana does get 1 goal back just before closing of the first half. It is 2-1 now in that match. Contrary to the 0-0 of the previous match between these two. So a big improvement there in terms of goal.
We did see a substitution for Sirens. He's brought on that's Ronaldinho.
Nice, that's great to see. I think 2 weeks ago we did see a Ronaldinho being brought on. It was much of it was, but look at this from Haller! Oh, but Van der Sar, you see they are working hard, the keepers. What a great save once again from this Dutch legendary keeper. Oh! Oh, but he does go for, that caught us unawares. I mean, he does go for the direct corner here, and this time it is actually Hallers that works out with Hullet. That incredible height of Hullet there. So good, and he does beat his Dutch compatriot there.
He even beats Patrick Vieira in the air. I mean, what a jump from Hullet. Take a ball.
Yeah, I mean, imagine you're Rudy, right? You always create these chances when it comes to long crosses and going for direct free kicks, direct corners, and then the opponent who never really uses crossing just comes out with this corner out of the blue and scores. I mean, wow. And it is 2-0 now for Gudja United. Rudy really has to change some tactic.
Once again, goes for the cross. What a volley from Rude. Hullet this time for Sirens. What a goal. Oh my God.
And it's Hullet who scores now again, but it's for Sirens. Look at this first timer. What a shot there. Beautifully placed from this Ruud Hullet. And that's why I'm surprised that they don't really shoot too much players with Hullet. He has such a great shot. Weak foot is basically non-existent. And look at that, 2-1. So Rudy is back in it. And it's funny, his name is Rudy Hullet, Ruud Hullet, right? So well done there. And as Rudy scores, Birkirkara also scored. It is 1 apiece now. And Birkirkara against Tarshin. So very tight matches all round.
What an interception from Virgil van Dijk, stopping Ronaldinho going clean through. But as you said, it's 1-1 between Birkirkara and Tarshin. Good luck will be stopping that momentum.
Oh, look at Haller! And there it is, 3-1 now. He had so much space, Neymar, there to find the net. He was left in the open. And now, just as Sirens scored, got 1 back in, got so close to getting the draw, they're actually now 2 goals behind.
And Haller now is in cruise control. I mean, Rudy did mount a decent attempt of a comeback by getting that goal back, but once again, Haller is 2 goals ahead. I'm not really seeing a comeback in this one, I'm sorry to say.
I mean, there is some time left. We saw last match in 7 minutes. Haller scored 2 to actually win it. It could happen, but I don't know. The way things are going, it does seem Haller has a bit more momentum to his favor, and he just scored again now. So, I don't know. Ooh, look at these first touches, though.
Nice dummy from R9. Unfortunately, there was a defender in the way that couldn't really retain possession. as a good through ball from Gudja. Once again, Mbappe on this left-hand side. Ball to Cruyff, 96 moments. Cruyff could get a shot off, but Virgil van Dijk steps in and denies the attempt.
We're definitely for an entertaining match day, though. If we keep on seeing these matches, look at these crosses. They're so dangerous. Even sometimes when you know it's not gonna land or find its mark, still you get like shivers because they are scary. Oh, by the way, Hamroun just scored again, 3-1 against Florian. Escalé hits the bar once again. The third one we've seen today from Gudja United. Could have been easily 6-1 the score. I mean, wow, how unfortunate is this? Even though Haller is still in the lead, so he's still doing very, very well this match.
And the post could be saving maybe the chance for some points. For Sirens, the CR7 making a run, but unfortunately the lift steps in once again, stops the attack. And a chance for Holland, but unfortunately couldn't release Neymar. Goal now with Mbappe, just coming inside the box, ball to R9. Good flip-flap, ball to Cruyff with the left foot, and what a finish at the near post. Van der Sar caught off guard, and 4-1 for Gudja.
Yeah. And it's funny, we were saying they were still 1-0 with all those attempts on target. Now it's 5 goals in this match. And of course, I think now it's safe to say that it's almost impossible or good for Sirens to actually get back in. He has to score 3 goals in what, 12 minutes? I mean, so
Brilliant side-footed finish from moment to uncle. 96 rated.
yeah, Haller this match could have been affected really positively by winning the previous one. I'm sure in his mind he was thinking, look, this match is lost. I think the next one. To have found 2 goals like that was definitely a great present.
That is literally the best term to describe it, present, because Rudy gifted him possession, gifted him that ball for the 1-0, and just like that he got all the momentum on his side and scored the second one to win that. If Rudy managed to keep possession better, we could be seeing a much more different move here. I mean, a much different match. As R9 trying a shot but can't take dispossessing him.
There's 5 minutes left now for the 90th minute mark, and Haller is actually working on a 5th goal now. He needs some more red shirts there in the middle. Goes for the shot with R9, and there it is, the 5th goal for Gudja United, 5-1. What a show these guys are giving. It is a bit one-sided, unfortunately, this match, but wow, Haller just upped his game. It's the best we've seen him so far.
It's definitely the best we've seen Haller. What a move, I'm speechless because he's been so clinical in front of goal. I doubt he's had double the shots of the amount of goals we've seen from him. So, well done, huge well done to Haller. He's so good in front of goal.
And it's probably the boost he needed because going into match day 5 with just 4 points, right after 16 matches, I mean, it must hurt. So these 2 victories now, which will take him up to 10 points, just like that, with a great lead as well, 2-1, and if it's to take like it's 5-1, will give him a good morale boost going into the next match days as well.
Especially if he does have still the matches against the direct opponent in front of him to play, as he may have a chance to diminish that gap to just 1 point. We have said that he's at 17 points.
I believe the third from the last is around 17, yes. So, I mean, of course, a lot of more work needs to be done, but at least like this, it might be the beginning of help. Meanwhile, we have a lot of goals also from the Hamrun Floriana side. It is 4-1 for Brancha against Mizu. Now, it is quite strange because Mizu, we know how strong his defense is. We saw the previous match, it was 0-0. But now, Brancha, incredible, 4-1. He wants those points. He really wants to get close to Christian Spiteri.
And there's an update for the Tarshin and Birkirkara match?
I believe it is